Say you gon' ride, say you gon' step by me. Spin and slide, say you gon' step by me. Who gon' step by me? Who gon' step by me?
Yeah, told him I would be a boss before I had business. I don't even need nobody here to vouch. I was all alone, so I ain't have a witness. Right back to the lab. Gotta go to work, I'm revving up my engine. I was just putting groceries in the bag. Now wait a minute, yeah, forgot to mention. I'm $100 million richer. Might paint $100 million picture. One man army, but I don't fatigue. Better have 100 million coming with you. Got good karma, so I'm riding fiscal. Hit the crossover, leave them playing Twister. Or they thought that I was just a... Now when I do, they call me Mister. Stop it. Big wall will suffice. Play with the family, playing with your life. Just got the ops hurt, looking sick. So we gon' disinfect them like a wipe. Had that boy a big cat with no stripes. Now on the gram, ain't worried about a light. Yeah, I had to go ahead and raise the fee. If you ain't rocking with it, take a hike.
Say you gon' ride, say you gon' step by me. Spin and slide, say you gon' step by me. Who gon' step by me? Who gon' step by me? Say you gon' ride, is he gon' step by me? Can't do it back, keep racks on me. Name home with, I keep 3 on me. Oh, so you riding, I can do everything that you gon' like. Young, rich, and famous, I'm living the life. Pull up in that new thing. I'm swerving and hogging up both lanes. You know I'm in the mood. After I score, I'ma bring it to you. They're a free agent, I give them the boo. I'm with the crew, who we bringing it to. We got no limit, yeah, we on the ride. We all gon' step, we all gon' ride. Say you gon' ride, say you gon' step by me. Spin and slide, say you gon' step by me. Who gon' step by me? Who gon' step by me?
Every time I'ma step with the steppers. Black and white beans looking like pepper. Flawless diamonds, yeah, I'm good under pressure. 400 racks tucked in the dresser. Blowing money fast like Big Meech. Thinking that they winning, big reach. They know I'm the best, I'm elite. I know when they hating is this.
That's an afternoon probably best suited for skating in Central Park, but we're across the river and we are in for a cold one at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the New York Giants. The final 2-week stretch of the 2023 regular season, and we are underway Week 17 here on this New Year's Eve. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback.
Here we go.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. You talk about this Rams defense. They come into this one in the bottom half of the NFL against the run, number 19 overall.
One thing players always tell us is that they never really pay attention to numbers. I don't believe them for a second. They know where they rank, okay? They're not quite at the top, but they're far from the bottom. But let's face it, they got to move up. In order to do that, they've got to look at each other and make sure everyone's taking care of their assignments in order to play the run better.
Here we go, hey.
A first down carry for Barkley. A little juke. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. The Giants had 10-5 to start play. And they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So, you know, they just want to come out and play well for them.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Kyle Van Noy, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defense.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Rams are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Wait a second. That's got to be a mistake. They declined it.
That doesn't make any sense, right? I mean, it doesn't at all, because you want that penalty. All right? They just picked up a first down, right? You want the penalty.
I am so confused right now. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Off the option, here's Akers. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. To throw is Duggan. And that's going to be incomplete. McMahon, his first throw, that nearly went the other way. Instead, it's 4th down.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Here's Duggan to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown, LA! Elijah Higgins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the end zone at the 2. What a spectacular return. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. Oh, nice move. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16. Jones. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. You talk about this Rams defense. They come into this one in the bottom half of the NFL against the run, number 19 overall.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Saquon Barkley, that all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from taking the lead.
Yeah, they would have been happy with the first down, but this is even better. Once he's past the marker, it's cream cheese from there. And he bumps it to the outside, and is just going to run away from defenders on his way toward the pylon.
Gano the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
And only able to get two here, stopped at the 30.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On third and short, they'll try option left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the first. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now they'll change things up. Duggan looking to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Duggan now to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Throwing, Duggan. And that one complete once again to Higgins. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
They'll run on first down with Akers. A nice little juke. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Duggan will look to throw this. He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Now he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Duggan. Throw left side, complete to Kupp. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Max Duggan, his second TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Rams have regained the lead. So the call is made by Sean McVay. They're going to go for 2. Now they'll send Kupp in motion right. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll look to throw it off play action. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on a 2-point try. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game. And now off to the races down the right side. Now inside the 25. Touchdown, Giants. Jalen Hyatt, 76 yards. And the Giants are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now a play fake here on first down. Swings this out for Hunt. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Now a dump off here complete. 2 yards on the pickup there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Off play action. Dugan under a heavy rush, and down he goes. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
The lessons will continue. This rookie, he's got to learn how to read situations just a little bit better. That far behind the line, he's got to find a way to get rid of the football and not take the sack, whether it's with his legs or just throwing it away.
Here comes Cohen. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10.
Here we go, hey.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now we'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Okay,
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the option left, it's Jones. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. The all-everything defensive tackle, Aaron Donald, the one who made the play there. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Throwing, Jones. Now this thrown deep for Slayton. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And the Rams are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
Well, they've got the lead, but it's certainly not a big one. And how do you keep control of that lead? Certainly not by that last play there. They gave up a big sack on the first play of this drive. Now it's double the distance to the 1st down marker.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break up their routes quickly as well.
119 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. With a lot of the media, Charles, ourselves included, starting to prep those MVP ballots, you wonder if last week's performance, which he admitted was not very good, if that hurt him at all coming down the stretch.
Less than 50 yards on the ground in last week's game that you referenced, and let's face it, if he has another game...
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is, I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up second down. Back to throw. Dugan. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. The final shot before break. Dugan. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
A final shot before break. Dugan. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. As they begin their second half here, Charles, offensively, not where they want to be, obviously. They're losing in this ball game, but very much within striking distance. We'll see what adjustments they make in the second half.
Is that the old glass half full, half empty type of a deal? Which way do you want to look at it? Because you're right, they're down on the scoreboard, but they're definitely opportunities now, because if they want to go ahead and get going in this one, get back to the running game. I think there are going to be some places to go with it, and I think the offensive line will appreciate the chance to fire out and hit people.
That's a good point, because they virtually had nothing going in the ground game in that first half. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Into space at the 45. Look at the big man rumble. He may go. Touchdown! Elijah Higgins with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Well, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure,
And they get Jones for the third time in this ballgame. Picked off by John Johnson. And the Rams are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the... There he goes, left side! Saquon Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point try, good by Gano. And that makes this a 9-point game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try to play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. From the 29, Duggan connecting on the out route here with Higgins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. A quick throw caught by Kupp out wide. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback, as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
They go play action here on first down. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up second down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
And with the play clock running out, Sean McVay will take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Dugan buying time to his left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
On third down, Dugan. And that would be incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Off play action. Dugan. And he is caught. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down. That one caught out wide by Boykin. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a first and goal.
And they'll try the option on first and goal. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
He'll get this to Akers out of backfield. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Third and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Looking to throw. Dugan escaping the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Dexter Lawrence coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that'll move him back within 6 now. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Okay, here we go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The field goal we just saw has us now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot of it.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? Might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball, but here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose as opposed to playing to win. They've got to get back to that, and that means opening things up again, being a little more free in what they're trying to get done on offense.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll go to Barkley again. Uses the spin, and there it goes again. Oh, what a juke into space. Saquon Barkley, and he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 62 yards. And the Giants look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. You talk about the dominating rushing performances that you and I have seen together. This has got to be right up there. His 4th touchdown run of the game and another long one to boot.
And I don't need to ask for a witness because you're right here with me. We are watching this, and we're watching such a performance that is demoralizing for anyone on defense. You know, it starts out, coaches screaming, tackle him, get it. And after that last touchdown, I bet it's pure silence on that side of the ball.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, you know, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
To throw again on 2nd down. Duggan. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The Rams on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. Back to throw. Dugan. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he will find Atwell. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On the handoff, running left is Akers. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 41 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Duggan. That'll be caught by Cobb. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
On 1st down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's a 2nd and 7. Here's Duggan to throw. That is caught at the 7. And the Rams are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Here we go. 1st and goal. Duggan looking to throw. Steps away. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Max Duggan, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Rams have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
And this is a balancing act for a head coach with a rookie quarterback. You've got to walk a line with him. You don't want him getting happy feet, but you also don't want to rein in what worked for him in college. And here, he pulls it down, takes it himself, and takes it into the end zone.
It's a run with Akers. And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Well, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he is going to have a New York first down, and the Giants are going to win the football game. A big game there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
And the Giants will kneel it here out of the victory formation. So a victory here for the Men in Blue.